All right, guys, welcome and welcome back into the channel. So in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what have your demons been training you for, okay? So I have three piles for you guys to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. If you guys need more time to pick and choose which pile you feel most drawn to, you guys can pause the video and do that now. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. All right, pile 1, welcome into your reading. So, what have your demons been training you for? Okay. So the first card we have for you is Tap. Then we have the Nine of Shekna. I think that's how you pronounce that. Last card we have is the Temperance card. Okay. Sorry if I'm a little shaky, guys. All right. So what are you being trained for? What have your demons been training you for, pile 1? So the first thing that I see for you guys, I do see an expansion of knowledge, okay? Occult knowledge. Those of you that do rituals, I am seeing like dark arts, understanding the dark arts, tapping more into that as well, okay? But you guys are definitely being called to learn more about the occult, okay? I'm also seeing to learn more about ancient cultures, all right? Specifically demons that were worshipped in ancient times, such as Moloch, Pazuzu, things like that. Some of you could be learning or trying to understand more about ancient Mesopotamia, or you're being called to learn about ancient Mesopotamia. I'm just getting ancient cultures in general, specifically the ones that have worshipped demons as deities, okay? Travel could be something here for you guys. You guys are being called to travel to these places to learn more about what they did in ancient times, like the rituals and the rites that they did for these demons, how they worship them, or just to study them if you don't feel called to travel. I am going to say with this demon here, he is represented as the star card in the occult tarot deck, okay? For some of you, this could actually be, and only if you feel called, okay? Your soul will know what your soul's purpose is, okay? And your soul's purpose doesn't have to be a job necessarily. It could just be what exactly you're here to do. And of course, you're going to have that deep calling, that deep understanding. But some of you could be being called, like this could be part of your North Node or your soul's path, okay? So that is something that I'm getting here, okay? Another thing that you are being trained for is to be almost like a shapeshifter, okay, for this pile. So what I mean by that, and I don't mean it in an unauthentic way, what I mean is that, you know, because of the fact that you're being called to understand more occult knowledge, hold more of these, yeah, just holding more occult knowledge, these secrets, so to speak, right? Because that's what the occult is. It's secret knowledge, okay? Because of this, you guys are meant to shapeshift. So in a sense of like not really necessarily letting on too much about what you know, like it's almost like you're being cloaked by your demons, okay? It's like they're cloaking you, and it's like you're meant to share certain things or appear certain ways towards certain people, okay? I hope that makes sense. And it's not in a sense of wearing a mask. It's not like it's you being a false or non-authentic self. That's not what I'm saying. It's more of a protection thing for you because of the knowledge that you hold, because of the things that you know, okay? Because honestly, there's people out there in this world that I don't want to say don't deserve to know this knowledge, but they won't use certain knowledge, like specifically the occult, in a way that it should be used, okay? Like there's people out there that may use it for abuse of power, okay? So this is why you're being called to kind of be a shapeshifter in a sense. Like this is also a gift that you have. So if you feel that you can basically get along or be in different types of groups of people, okay, from upper class to maybe, I don't know. I see this pile being street smart and book smart. Okay, you guys are able to operate in two different realms almost as well. Like you guys definitely have a high connection with the 5D, all right, the spiritual realm, all right, definitely connected to your guardian demons or your demons in general, okay? But it's because of this knowledge, this expansive in knowledge, all right? I'm also seeing with you guys too, what you're also being trained to do is almost be like an X-ray, okay? So when people approach you, doesn't matter who they are, what position they're in, what walk of life they come from, it doesn't matter, okay? You guys are like an X-ray, right? You're being trained to be like that. You're being trained to see through people's intentions. You're being able to, or being trained to just see right through people. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this uh, pile associates with being almost like a human lie detector in a sense. Like you get these inklings. Either you feel something is off, like we all have that. Okay, but you guys are very heightened and in tune to this. You guys are able to really see past people's intentions. Okay, so masks that people wear, so to speak, right? They fall off when they're around you. It's like their mask can't conceal who they are, right? That's what you're being trained for. Okay, so very powerful gifts that you're being trained for. I feel for this pile specifically, the reason why you're able to do all this is because you have been through a lot of shadow integration. You guys have integrated a lot of shadows. So you've done a lot of shadow work. You're not afraid to tap into the darker parts of self or explore the darkness, all right? And that's because this is something you're being trained to do, all right? So, pile one, this is the reading that I have received for you. If you guys enjoyed the reading, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys. All right, pile two, welcome into your reading. So, what have your demons been training you for? Okay. So we have this card. I don't know how to say that name, so I'm not going to. We have the 10 of Mystics. And then we have the Hanged Man. Right, so let me tap into this. Let me see what I'm getting here for what you're being trained for. Okay. So pile two, what your demons have been training you for. Okay. I almost feel it's kind of like if you felt drawn to pile one, definitely go check it out. There may be at least one message in there. I did mention something about being an X-ray, like a human lie detector, okay? Having the gift of being an X-ray towards people, okay? So in other words, like being able to see through people's intentions, all right? You guys are able to catch on to lies very quickly as well, or you're able to see them when people say, you know, when people talk, you're able to sense a lie very, very highly, okay? Um, but you guys are able to see through people's intentions and people's masks, all right? I do get for this pile, you guys may encounter people who tend to gossip a lot. People may try to drag you into gossip. You guys are able to keep distance and, like I said, basically tear down people's masks. Okay. I'm getting like you know who to trust and who not to trust. Like it just clicks with you right away. All right. Um, I am seeing that anybody who tries to, I don't know if you guys identify with having like, I mean, we all have a quote unquote enemy, right? Like somebody who just doesn't like us for whatever reason, or they gossip about us or whatever, okay? You guys are able to get revenge in a different type of way, okay? And I more so see this as your demons, your guardian demons actually going ahead and serving karma to people. So this is my karmic pile here, okay? I'm getting you walk it, you may trigger a lot of people. Okay, you hold something that triggers a lot of people. You're meant to do that. So if you notice that you have a lot of people that, like I said, gossip about you, talk about you, maybe it's hard for you to make friends because you make enemies easier. I'm getting that. This is actually part of your path, okay? And it's not to say that you guys don't make friends, you guys do, but it's because you're being trained to see people in a different perspective, okay? You guys have enlightenment of the infernal realms, all right? That's what I'm getting here. Enlightenment of the infernal realms. You guys are called to be very powerful people. Okay, you guys have powerful gifts. You act as a mirror to other people here. Okay, you guys are able to really seduce people in a way. Like you're able to. I'm getting this pile. You guys could be charming. Okay, you guys could be very charming, and people could be very envious of this gift. All right, people could be very envious of this gift. Some of you could also embody the energy of Medusa, or you work with Medusa. It doesn't have to be, but I am seeing the snakes on this person's head here. Kind of reminds me of a Gorgon or a Gorgon, but Medusa specifically is what I'm getting here. But yeah, anybody trying to seek revenge on you, it doesn't go through. Like, you guys are highly protected. I do see that for you guys. Because there are people who may try to drag you into things, or I don't know, just like try to spread gossip. So what you're being trained to do is basically deflect all this and serve karma. And listen, that is a huge gift within itself. And to take away people's masks, their false identity, you're able to really do that to people and dismantle people in a certain way, especially people who try to come up against you. Your guardian demons will serve karma. They will, absolutely, 1,000% on your behalf. Um, but what I'm getting here, like, judgment is called on them immediately, because I'm seeing this guy with the horn here, this demon with the horn. It's like judgment is called immediately within a snap. Somebody does something wrong, that's it, it's done. Okay? Because you're meant to hold a mirror to people. You're meant to be people's karma. You're meant to reflect other people's shadows, other people's demons that they have not faced. Okay? And that's what you do, because you have, like I said, enlightenment from the infernal realms. You have knowledge of the infernal realms. Okay, so occult knowledge, but more so you're very gifted with shadow integration. You're very gifted with exploring your shadows. You're very comfortable. You may identify as just being very comfortable within your own darkness. Okay, you're comfortable sitting on your own. All right, this is not a pile who needs a crowd of people around them, because you have a good deep understanding of yourself. Okay, I feel you guys have been through a lot of shadow work. With the number 10 being here too, I do see that you guys have broke a lot of cycles and entered into new chapters each and every time. Okay, and I'm hearing for you guys new levels, new devils. Okay, so there's different other people's demons you've had to face as well. Okay, to trigger certain other demons. All right, I hope that makes sense. And then with the Hanged Man here again, you guys have had to sit in a sense of solitude, kind of like in a limbo state where you had to pause and reflect on certain things. There were things that you needed to see differently, only because you guys were being called to look at people in a different way. Okay? So again, knowledge of the infernal realms. You guys could very well, like I said, be very knowledgeable when it comes to the occult, but more so, there's something here with darkness, something here with pain. You guys are very familiar with pain because you learn to, I'm getting transmutation with this pile too. You guys transmute a lot of things. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. This is what you're being trained for. All right? So pile 2, that is the message I have received for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the reading, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys. All right, pile three, welcome into your reading. So what have your demons been training you for? Okay. So we have Michael. We have Nine of Mystics. And we have the Six of Mystics. Okay. All right, so this is my magical, mystical pile. You guys could work very closely with your rituals, with Satan himself, Lucifer, however you would like to address him, demons in general. Some of you could identify with being witches as well, or following witch practices, whether that be Wiccan, pagan, however you choose to identify. Okay, you could be also a satanic witch as well. But what I'm seeing here for you guys could also have a good understanding of the tree of life, okay, the Kabbalistic tree specifically, right? I do see that you guys are being trained to, like I said, this is my more magical, spiritual pile, okay, rituals, things like that. You guys are being trained to be very powerful with your rituals in this lifetime. This is, I'm hearing in this lifetime. So maybe you guys look into your Akashic records. Maybe you guys look into your past lives, okay? Maybe this is a familial thing. You guys, your ancestors have done these things, and that's why I'm saying in this lifetime, okay? You guys are meant to be very powerful. Your rituals are very powerful. Okay, you guys may have had experiences where on multiple occasions I'm hearing have done rituals or manifested things and they have come to fruition for you rather quickly. Okay, that I'm definitely seeing that here. Also what I'm seeing is some of you were also being called to, actually I'm going to say a majority of you, if you felt called to this reading and this resonates with you, something else you're being trained to is to use your skills with your rituals, your spell work, things of that nature as part of your reputation as well. Okay, so I'm getting like the basically the person that people would come to do a ritual, okay, when they need something, some kind of spell work. All right, so if you feel called to do things like that, definitely explore that and do that. You know, open yourself up to be uncomfortable with, be comfortable with being uncomfortable is basically what I'm getting for you guys. You guys need to, again, only if you feel called to, uh, really explore this path as maybe even part of a side hustle for you guys. It could blow up into something big. So somebody out there needs to hear that. So if you were feeling a calling to do rituals or spell work for people and open up to that avenue, definitely do it. Okay. Occultists, I feel here as well. Okay. Being an occultist. Another thing that I'm seeing for you guys, people could judge you, okay? Okay, I'm being told no, don't go that route. Something you were able to do, and I got this for a lot of my other piles. It doesn't surprise me that I have people on this channel that, you know, you guys connect with different types of paths. You guys have, a lot of you have been nice enough to share that, and I really appreciate it. I like hearing your guys' stories, or what you believe in, right? But I feel for this group, there's something here about you being able to really see through people, see the intention of people. It doesn't matter how they appear, okay? Um, there's a big emphasis on seeing through people's facades, okay? Not just a mask, like a facade. Some of you could have been drawn to another group as well. I am seeing that here because I did talk about with the other groups, like being somebody who could see through people, the intentions of people. You guys are very powerful with your rituals, okay? You guys are able to differentiate, I'm hearing, the way people speak and following their actions. Okay, so you don't take things for face value. You guys, I don't want to say it's not that you're not trusting, it's just you know people have other intentions. Like I feel like this is a elevated group, a very evolved group. All three groups were amazing. But I do feel there's something here, you're being called to your power. Okay, this is a powerhouse of a person that I'm speaking, and we're all powerful in our own right. Okay, so, but this group, you have something here. I'm definitely getting high priest, high priestess energy here. I did say that for another group, so you may have been called to that group. Something with the moon rituals as well. You guys could work very well with the moon rituals, or you have been, or you're being called to if you don't work with the moon cycles. Something here with your emotions. Your emotions are very powerful, which would also be the reason with spell work too, right? Our intentions we set out. I know for me personally, if I'm not feeling right, I will not enter into my own rituals. I will not do a ritual if I'm not feeling right. If I don't feel aligned to, especially, you know, when we have certain intentions with our rituals, um, this group specifically, you're being trained to really navigate your emotions in a more balanced way. Okay, because your emotions, because I'm seeing this demon here with the heart. It's like your demons help fuel your heart. They help fuel your passion, your desires. You're able to really work with them on a more like you're very connected to your demons emotionally. Okay, it's like it's in your veins. It's like it's deep. It's a deep, deep connection that you built because you guys may have a lot of water in your chart. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy doesn't have to be. Some of you, you could have your moon in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces because I am seeing the moon here. But the whoever I'm speaking to, you guys definitely are mystics, witches, mages, magicians, however you would like to identify. Um, but your heart is what really makes you powerful. Okay, you guys may have went through a lot of emotional turmoil, and when I say that, we all go through emotional turmoil in life at some point, but this pile specifically, you would have went through a lot of emotional turmoil. Okay, 9 and 6, it reminds me of a mirror. Okay, you guys may have had to deal with a lot of things mirrored back to you. All right, this could even be past life karma or karma in general that you had to go through in order for you to achieve this certain powerful um, spiritual like magic. Okay, I'm getting like magic. Okay, supernatural stuff. Like I said, whatever you guys do in your rituals, you see it happen right away. So if you ask for money, okay, you guys may either get lucky, even if it's not like a whole boatload of money, right? You guys get lucky in some way, shape, or form, and it's because of the rituals you do. It's because of how connected you are, right? You guys have a lot of occultic knowledge. I'm feeling occultic knowledge. I'm feeling occultists. You guys are being trained for that. That's what you're being trained for in this lifetime. For some of you, this could be your soul's purpose, your north node, okay? What you're meant to do in this world. Do rituals for people, do spell work for people, be some kind of teacher when it comes to enlightenment. Educating people about the Kabbalistic tree, educating people about Klipoth, if you guys understand Klipoth, okay? Um, but your emotions are definitely a big thing here, all right? So make sure when you're going into rituals, you're being mindful because this is what you're being trained for, and this is very powerful. A lot of you may have experienced hardships in the material world, okay? I do see that was for a reason because again, you're being trained for something more powerful. You're about to step into a very powerful position. This group will, if you embrace and acknowledge these things, if some of you identify as having a witch wound, okay, you guys need to look up what a witch wound is if you feel connected to this, because you're being called to step into this position of teaching spiritually, this position of being an occultist, okay? Stepping into your darkness, but working with the balances of both light and dark as well, okay? But this is not a pile that is afraid. I feel like maybe in the beginning, like most of us probably were, I know I was, afraid to walk this path. And now I'm not afraid. I used to be, and I shared this on another video that I had too. I was so afraid to work in the dark. I was afraid to work with demons, but I was being called. I was being pulled. It was my calling. I knew it was my calling, even though I didn't have a full understanding of me knowing that it was my calling. Uh, but I was afraid at first, and now I have no problem. I embrace it. I embrace who I am, okay? Even fear of judgment from others, because I am getting that for some of you guys, okay? But witch wound is definitely something here that you need to look at, all right? But you guys are meant to be very, very powerful magicians, mages, high priestess, high priest, okay? You guys have the potential to lead, step into power. I'm getting leadership, doing this, okay? Connecting this 3D realm with the 5D. Awakening people. You guys could identify as being somebody who, when you're in somebody's presence, you teach them something new. Even, and listen, as occultists, as Satanists, or, you know, however you identify, we ourselves don't know everything, okay? Always be open to knowledge, be open to learning from others, okay? If somebody tells you that they know everything, get away from that person, because that's honestly a false perception, because we don't know everything, okay? The spiritual realm in general is complicated as it is, okay? I feel like if we were to be open to anything else, like, it would be probably detrimental a little bit to our mind. Not everybody is equipped to be on this path. Some people really do lose their mind on this path, okay? But you guys are meant to step into this. You're meant to embrace this, okay? You guys are also meant to show your authentic self. I just keep getting that. Show your authentic self. Teach people. Don't be afraid to step into your power. Don't be afraid to be who you are, all right? Don't fear judgment. No matter what you do, whether people like it or not, you're always going to be judged, no matter what, okay? No matter what. You're going to be criticized for, you know, enjoying the things that you enjoy, okay? Being a certain religion, dressing a certain way. Like, no matter what, we face judgment, no matter what, okay? It doesn't go away. It's just, unfortunately, part of human nature, I guess, you know? But just because somebody doesn't like something that you do or agree with something that you do doesn't mean that you have to not be true and authentic to yourself. Okay, so I feel that some people here need to hear that, because you're meant to be in this leader position, this powerful position of this path. All right, this is what your demons have been training you for. Some of you could identify as being a master number 11, master number 22, master number 33. Okay, I'm seeing master numbers here. Some of you could also be just basically being a teacher or a guide in some way, shape, or form for other people. Okay, for an example, I myself am a master number 11. So that is a more spiritual mediumship type master number, I guess. So we are said to go through things later in life, or discover things later in life, because you're meant to be some kind of spiritual teacher. So I definitely identify with this pile. But like I said, we don't know everything, right? Always be open to knowledge, open to constructive criticism, okay? So it's very important to be open and receptive, all right? Some of you could identify with working with more with feminine energies, okay? Definitely work with dark feminine energy as well if you feel called to it, because it is a very powerful thing, especially on the left-hand path, or if you're a Satanist, or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter what path you're on. But when you're on a path of being diverse, being different, challenging societal norms, okay, it's important that you set these boundaries. It's important that you are able to be open to who you are, no matter what, Okay. So I feel like for pile three, it was more like advice, but you need to know this is what you're being trained for. I feel some of you are being called and pulled towards this specifically. You feel like this is your purpose, but there may be some kind of, like I said, a witch wound that needs to be healed. I am getting witch wound here. All right. Definitely look it up so this way you can heal those aspects of self. This may be something that your ancestors have carried in a past life as well, um, that you are now going to be healing for generations to come, starting now, starting with you, okay? Because you're going to be the first one that steps into this if you're not afraid to go down this path. Like, it is going to take courage, okay? I do feel that, you know, a lot has been mirrored to you, all right? You could also open up as a mirror or a channel. I'm hearing you guys could work very well with mirror magic as well. Okay, try mirror magic. I don't care if it's glamour magic, um, uh, having people sit down and reflect, those that have done wrong, okay, instead of doing like curses or anything like that, because you know, as above, so below. Better way to do that. I know I do it with, I basically do rituals where I do like mirror magic where they need to sit and reflect. Okay. So in a sense, it's not really me putting a curse on anybody per se or wishing them not good things, but it's kind of forcing them to look at that shadow because, listen, let's be honest, that's torture within itself. Okay. Like, you know, but in a way, it is coming from a good place from me. That's how I interpret it. I don't interpret it in a negative way. Because honestly, like, let's be real, candles, anything for your rituals, it's expensive. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm focused on my magic being towards me, what benefits for me. I'm not focused on, I could care less about Betty Sue down the street. I don't care. The karma comes no matter what. Judgment comes. I trust my guardian demons that they will serve karma. I've seen it many times happen to many people. Didn't wish them anything. It was before I started doing this, people would get really bad karma, and I mean bad. Okay, I've seen it back and forth nonstop happen to people. Okay, so yeah, just know that you are protected, especially when you are meant to be in a role like this. You are very, very protected, no matter who you work with. Okay, no matter who you work with, you're definitely being watched over. You guys could have a very tight knit with your ancestral line. Your ancestors are watching you, your guardian demons. If you work with Hecate or Hecate, however you prefer to say her name, Lilith, Santa Muerte, Nyx, I'm even getting for some of you as well. But yeah, so this is the message that I got for you guys, group 3. I'm going to leave it here. If you guys enjoyed the reading, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye, guys.